Suck on my ass and piss on my balls. It's time for another episode of Tears of a Clown. Dark Ath, Hinge for Life. Thanks for the fucking subs. We got a substitute teacher up in this bitch with how many subs coming through right now. Motherfucker, I'm hard, I'm mean. I got beaten into a fucking gang last night, and I was laughing too much. So they started doing the other end to the gang that they do that I can't say it is. It'll knock us off the algorithm.
Oh, now we got to be family friendly, Holden. Now it's the time we're like, well, I don't want to be rude after you came in with your erections and powerfulness.
Beers for a Clown says, I don't work tomorrow and I'm ready to drink till Holden looks good. Fantastic stuff. Lulu Lament, thank you so much. And welcome, Jake, as always. And Jeremy, welcome back to the show. We are going hard tonight with Jeremy. You might remember him from when we had our Crimes for Fun episode and y'all were being a bunch of bitches about it, but I thought Crimes for Fun was fun, and I think Arson's funny.
Crimes for Fun was one of the greatest discussions ever had on the internet. It was about how fun the crimes would be to do in a universe where nobody actually got hurt and there were no ethical implications.
Yeah, murder rules.
Everybody murder would be so much fun.
If you're really worried about it, I did go ahead and try all of them since then, and we nailed it. We actually got it in order. So I don't know why people are complaining. It was great.
Rumspringa indeed. Nana's only calm. Welcome. First time. We got a couple of people first time in chat. Thank you so much. Good to see y'all. Hilaire Satan. Thank you so much for the sub. And as always, I guess we'll get it out of the way right now. Oh yeah. First of all, what? Get my ass a couple of fucking pinches or stop doing stuff or don't do stuff to my body. Okay. I'm sorry about all that. Tirzo, welcome to the show. I kind of want a little more time on Tirzo for a second there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay. All right, that's good. Tirzo's rearing, ready to go. I'm feeling it, man. My wife's sick. She's got a throat thing. It's like going into her ear. And people are saying happy birthday to Share Force. Hey, happy birthday, Share Force. Let's celebrate. We'll definitely celebrate that with drinks on Friday because that's where we do like happy birthday song and stuff like that. We don't do that on the show. This show, we do a ranking of video game movies. I'm literally not sweaty today. The El Condor, now he's starting to do it to fuck with me. It's like, I'll come in here not... look, I'm happy to admit when I'm being sweaty, but at least at this point, I'm not sweaty yet. I need to get another one of these in me or something like that. Video game movies is a tough one because most of them suck ass, but sometimes some suck ass in a way that I like, and there's not a lot that are actually good. What do you guys feel in terms of a ranking of video game movies? I feel like we have to be very generous with these rankings because, or they'd all be Fs except for like one or two.
Yeah, I guess we're doing it definitely like boils the... Oh, sorry, go.
I think, are we judging them by the standard of by video game movie standards, or are we judging them by movie standards? Because you're right, Holden, even the best video game movie is still kind of mid at this point.
Yeah.
But I think there's other layers here. I feel like the video game movie experience is different. It is a solidly different experience, especially for established, veteran gamers, as we like to refer to ourselves within the community. We're a privileged group, and so the push and pull between does this translate what I love about this game into some kind of cinematic, non-interactive form, or what it did to this like thing I love was so bizarre and so like gobsmackingly awful that it like redefined it, like somehow became part of the fandom in a way that like it's kind of was good that it was bad. Does that make sense? Like,
yes.
What I'm saying.
Jeremy, what do you got for us?
Yes. Well, weirdly, I feel like the best video game adaptations are all TV shows right now. We're not going to touch any of them. So
People
no
have already been
Fallout,
bringing them up in chat. Fallout.
Yeah.
We've got Castlevania is amazing. That animated one. Arcane.
Yeah. And then my favorite video game movie ever, which we're not going to include also because it's not based on a real game, is Existence by David Cronenberg. That's the one S-tier video game movie where you plug. Yeah, here we go. Fucking plug that shit into your back butthole or whatever.
Hell yeah.
What was the D. Snyder movie? I thought that. What was the D. Snyder movie?
Fear.com?
No.
Okay.
No, it was called like something real stupid. Hold on, I gotta look this up. But it also involved like what if the game was real, but also D. Snyder was there.
Right. One of the worst
Strangeland.
Which one?
Strangeland.
One of the worst ones. Worst Nightmare on Elm Street featured a Freddy in a video game sequence that I rather enjoyed as well. Carl Satan, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Pippin, no, thank you so much for the sub. And yes, it is Strangeland, Stumbark Roy, but you're way too fucking late on it, okay? Holden and Jake, more like Folden and Fake. Just joking. I listen almost every week. Whatever, Jenny 12 Gauge. I think that stealing is a laughable offense, especially when it happens to people who really need the money. But anyways, all right. Let us begin. Why don't we start? What is the first? Here we go. Starting strong. The Street Fighter movie. Now, this is a movie that I did not quite care for when it first came out, but over the years, I've continued to love it. I will continue to state my favorite fact about the film, and that's that Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile was in the worst, deepest depression, maybe of his life, and drug addiction as well. And under a heavy cocaine addiction, he had sex with Kylie Minogue, who was playing Cammy, and cheated on his wife. And afterwards, shortly after he finished the film, he went into rehab. I love this film. I think it's wonderful. Panic Bhutan, thank you for the sub. I think it's a wonderful film. And it's also shout outs to Alfred Molina, who it was his last movie. He made it for his grandkids.
Raul Julia, not Alfred Molina.
Whatever. Who gives it? But you know what I mean?
Please
we don't have
care.
to
Please
There's
care
no point in
a little
fact checking
bit.
anything anymore, Jake. It's 2025, bro. We're done.
No,
It's
okay,
over.
listen. No,
Abraham
okay, yeah,
Lincoln was in it.
They're eating the
That
dogs.
is the first like
cats,
Mandela effect I've ever had, where I thought for a second that Alfred Molina died in the 90s. I was like, what?
Tirzo checking the teeth there for a second. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're professional. So what was his name? Raul Julia, right? He's an amazing man, right? He was in so many movies, you know?
Now again, I cannot get over this Alfred Molina hiccup, Holden. Just this like round Jewish man just being like, for me, it was Tuesday. Like, I can't. It's a completely different actor. Like, not even a little the same.
Well, either way, the other fact I said was true. What do you guys think? Obviously it's not an A or an S, but I actually do feel kinder.
Hold on. I think it might be an A. I think it might be an A. I think it is so goofy. I think it is so, like, it defined the very, like, tension of the video game movie in the popular consciousness. Because, like, Street Fighter was so hot at the time. Street Fighter was so, like, they had this, like, big action cast. Like, Jean-Claude Van Damme was, like, at least for 12-year-olds, was a get. And the fact that it was, like, God, the whole plot line with, like, Dr. Dalzim, like, putting evil juice in Blanca, the whole, like, just the fact that, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme had no discernible American accent, and then just every scene with Raul Julia is so fucking watchable. The bison dollars, for the scene where he's in the smoking jacket with, like, Ming Na Wen as Chun-Li, and he's just like, yeah, I killed your dad, it was awesome.
Right. Someone in chat, by the way, just recently said Holden is a god. And also Rin said, I'm evil. And people are enjoying Perpetually Thirsty for Chun-Li's thigh sweat. But I just wanted to bring that up. The Holden is a god thing. Absolutely.
Come on.
There's a lot of fun to be had in this movie. And like I said, I think initially I was like, oh, they ruined my thing. But then in hindsight, yes, the actors, Holden is funny, but a god. Come on, chat. Yeah, Jenny 12 Gauge. I'm a fucking god, bro. I can fucking, and you know what? Do you want your family to exist still after this? Then you know what I mean. Then praise.
Gods are negative. You don't have God doesn't have to be a positive thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very Christian outlook.
So many gods are pieces of shit. All the Greek gods are fucking their sisters and their daughters and everything that's going on there. For sure. There's so many bad ones. Can someone name all the gods that incested, in their time?
Shout them out.
Let us know. Shout them out. Jeremy, what letter grade do you give this?
Yeah, I was gonna say B for this one. I mean, I barely remember watching that. I definitely watched as a child. The one that I remember is Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, which is like really, really bad, and made this one
that one's really bad.
Better because that one just like it doesn't even need to be called that. It could just be called like some random lady. So I would say this one's probably a B for me. I feel like at the end of the day, this is gonna come down to like comparing it specifically to the 90s Mortal Kombat movie. Like those are the two. Also, this one gave us Street Fighter the game or the movie The Game, which is a great title.
Yes, which is great. And
one of the great video game titles.
They did the same kind of live action sprite work or FMV sprite work like they did with Mortal Kombat, and it was so weird. I don't even think I actually played it even. Okay. Yes. God, that's
digitized graphics.
Digitized graphics, so ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with B here. I just don't see it. It's just technically it's a bad movie, but it's extremely rewatchable. It's very fun. We have some clunkers on this fucking list, Jake.
Yeah,
we can't say.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. By clunker standards, this is a standout.
But that was my
point. That was my argument.
I'm interested in it maybe going up to an A eventually, but for now I'm more comfortable with it being a B because technically it's a very bad movie.
All right, fine. I accept this. Let's see how the rest of the list looks.
It would be funny to just put all of them in F. Like we have like a discussion about them. Like, you know what? It's an F. I gotta say it's an F. And
they all so many on this list suck so much dirty ass. And if you disagree with what we just did and you think it should go up or down, and you want to give 5 subs, you can have your own veto balloon. You can make anything go up or down. Jeremy gets his own veto balloon. Jake gets his own veto balloon. I get my own veto balloon, and they can go up and down and do whatever. Mr. Jackpot, you will be happy with what happens in a little bit. All right. Up next, what do we got? Resident Evil. You guys are going to have to help me with this one. It's a bit of a gaper in my movie watching experience, a bit of a kind of starfishy hole in my movie watching experience. And I want to
Holden, no, please. I beg of you. We can't get to Mr. Licky this early in the show. We can't.
This is a recurring character?
No, this is a divergent personality that emerges when Holden is.
Sorry about that. That's my umbilical hernia. Had to push it back up into my guts.
It says the stream is down for nudity for some reason.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have? You guys both watched the first I guess we're only doing the first Resident Evil movie, or are we treating it as a series?
We can, I only did first entries if it was a long-running series, but if you want to include the later chapters as part of your judgment, I
almost feel like we should do, I forget what the name of this type of grading is. We should just take like the best one and you know what I mean? Like, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Is the first Resident Evil technically the best one?
For me, I'm mixing them all together just because I truly have no idea which ones I've seen and what parts I'm remembering is from which. Like it's all just kind of her walking around in a wasteland in my head.
Jesus. There's so many of them, man. That's crazy, dude. There's so many.
Michelle Rodriguez wear a wife beater in it. That's all I want to know. Which one is she in?
Jake.
She was in the first one. She was absolutely in the first one, and she wears an A shirt. She wears an A shirt, as is her right as Michelle Rodriguez, the most believable love interest in all of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Okay.
This one's pretty iconic.
Tank Girl Jack Girl says, y'all are drinking that haterade. That first thing me was so fun. So I don't know what Tank Girl's drinking, but it's definitely fucking potent, dude. What is going on? Tirzo, fuck yeah, dude. Tirzo, what can you pantomime your favorite sport? All right, okay. Come on.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow,
I
it was
I
worth
thought
the
that
wait.
was
It was worth
outlawed
the
back
wait.
in the 50s. Anyways.
No, clowns
put
can
that in
do
the
it with
Olympics
legal
already.
impunity. That's a clown wall.
Jake, what do you
No,
think?
okay, all right. So I didn't like this one. I think this whole movie franchise is just a weird. This is Paul W.S. Anderson, right? Or this is like
a bunch of them are.
I think it's
who is
P.T.
actually
Anderson.
His Mila is his wife, I believe.
right. So like at a certain point, it just became the "Hey, look how hot my wife is" show.
Right,
And
yeah. I
as
wonder
a
what they do in
portable-
the night, too. Is he sexy? Can you give us a picture of him? Or do they do things in the night? Is he the Fifth Element guy?
By director standards,
No,
he's
No, that
fine.
was Gijon or whatever. Yeah, that was Gijon or whatever.
He was the Event Horizon guy. So
Oh,
like, that's
okay.
pretty good.
And he did Monster Hunter, which is another video game movie that no one likes.
Which is also bad. I don't even think it's on here. That guy's married to Mila Jovovich?
Hey man, you'd be making these same movies if you were.
That's true.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
Right. And that's the
But-
thing. He kind of looks like you, Jeremy.
Yeah. There you go.
Can you put it back up on the
My
screen,
wife
James?
and I.
Does your wife look like Mila Jovovich?
Maybe this is me. Did I make these movies? Wait, this is
Oh, okay. There he looks very handsome.
He looks so like Canadian or something. What
Oh
is
man,
this?
if I had 5 minutes with Mila Jovovich, I'd probably make some excuse for how we wouldn't have sex together. Jake, some people call me no penis or frozen in the bed. Do you have any advice for me on how I could up my game in the bedroom?
Listen, a lot of people will talk about like becoming more emotionally open with like your needs sexually. A lot of people will say things like look into like what your partner wants and find ways to like embody that in ways that like they would appreciate. Don't listen to them. What you got to do is buy weird pills off the internet from
Yes.
guys who seem cool to you personally.
Yeah, monkey
That's the
slut.
only-
I ordered some monkey slut last night, dude.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so
monkey
excited.
slut, baboon rage,
all
gorilla fist.
the ape-like one. Yeah, all the chimp crazy. Chimp crazy, super good.
Also pills that are named after cooler guys from history, like Barbarian 5, Samurai 7. That's the numbers let you know it's science. The numbers let you
Monkey
know.
Lunky and Ninja Monkey when they combine the two. Jeremy, what's your favorite cock pill?
You know what? I don't think I can name one. I gotta say, it's certainly not 10.
Hitler pills. Oh my God, Jago Torres. I don't know if I've heard of those before. Jake, what do you want to give? Give me the run. All right. Well, Lord, wait, yeah. If I would have fucked my brother, yeah, maybe I'll go with that one.
Okay, so
Hitler
the thing
pills
with
only
the
change your pubes to be a Hitler sign. They don't actually affect your penis. They
Jake,
do a landing strip.
the thing with Resident Evil, is that it is this weird amalgamation of like the vague plot from the game where like they're in the I forget the name of the mansion, but they're in the mansion and they find the secret lab and there's zombies and monsters and an elite squad gets taken out one by one. But then there's also like all this Matrix shit where like Mia Jovovich and everybody does like bullet time and they like, there's all these cool like stylistic things that are definitely not like, wow, you are almost a Jill sandwich. Like kind of the weird lameness of the games are not reflected at all. And then the entire thing, all I think about is the little girl hologram that's just like, you're all going to die down here. Like there's just things that have nothing to do. Yes. There's like basically a computer Tearzo that's like trying to kill everybody in the movie. The laser hallway scene is amazing. A guy gets his shit sliced. Like you see the eyeball like come apart. It's very cool, but it is just and then by the time like we get to Retribution, Afterlife, the final chapter, all these other ones, it's just its own weird thing where Mila Jovovich is fighting in a wasteland, but also Wesker is there. It's such a confounding mess of a franchise that I would have to give this either a B or a C But like overall, the franchise is like a C or a D. But the first one, I think B. I think B is where it should be.
I see Bolt Vanderhuge 666 says Resident Evil is an S. So we do have some fans in chat, but I'm feeling very mid about this. I feel like it's definitely a C. I've never seen the movie. I don't like movies, but I do think that this movie is probably a C. I'm guessing.
Throw it on like a B or something, I say.
I think
Why
it's C.
not?
I feel bad putting it up next to Street Fighter the movie, which I feel like that does have that fun factoid about Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue that kind of pushes it just right over the line for me.
I'd say C, and if there's an honest to God if there's a Jojo Vovovich fan that's like, you fucking bastards, put up or shut up.
And she's hot and everything, but she dates ugly men, and she's kind of whatever at the end of the day.
He is a goddamn supermodel compared to most male directors. I think like you are judging him on a very
he's a
hard.
Who's the
lug.
hottest male director, you think?
I don't even think who's the
I think
hottest
it's
one.
him.
Wait, how do
No,
you rank
it's,
the three? Because there's P.T. Anderson, there's Paul W.S. Anderson, and there's Wes Anderson. Right?
Yes,
They
there's
all
too
need to be
many
ranked
Andersons.
in order
And I
of
will say, yeah, we
sexiness.
should actually do a tiers for the Anderson directors. We'll just do a tier list for that. But yeah, just
Anderson.
fuckability. He is hot. I want to fuck him, says Britnick. Oh, there he okay, never mind. Now I'm changing my mind. As yes, that is a hunk right there. Okay. Maybe he could give me some tips. All right, let's give it a C. Because I'm
Yes.
jealous of that man. Boom! Fuck your shit up. Fuck you, you know? Or I don't know. I'm trying to work on a line that I say when someone gets
You
a C.
can't do the like
You gotta write it
slam a
first. You're gonna have
dunk
to write that
on
one
them
down.
when it's time for like a C.
Smoke weed every day. Or something Post Malone says or something. Someone just called me Holden, and you didn't block it? That's sex abuse, I think.
I think that might have been a mod. I think they have mod privilege. They like used mod privileges. Just
No,
to
no,
call
yeah, our lovely mod, Delighting Gale Plays. Thank you so much. I don't even need drinks to think W.S. Anderson looks good. Yeah, for W.S. Anderson, that's what we call him now. What's going on now? Delighting Gale
Anderson.
Play, can you ban somebody? Just anybody. I just want you to ban somebody. While they're working on that, what do we have next?
Oh, hell yeah, dog.
Fuck yeah,
S
dogs.
tier.
Talk about
S,
smoking
S.
weed every single day of your life,
Big
bro.
S.
I want to give this an S. I
Big
want
S.
to, but
I'm
it
gonna let
is
you know right now, if you don't put it at S, there is going to be a balloon used on this film.
wow.
I'm pushing it
Okay,
up.
well, hold on. Okay, so Jeremy, a lot of criticisms against this
Yeah.
movie. Number one, it is ugly. It is
Wrong.
bad. It's bad to look at. Number two, it is almost antithetical. Like if you imagined a child in 1993 who loves the video game and illustrated world of Super Mario, going into a theater to watch this slimy, dirty.
Honestly, I got to bring up
gross movie.
Joker Fall Ado. It kind
Yeah.
of it kind of feels like that, like going to see that in the movie
Absolutely
theater. There was like an attack on what you. But maybe in 20 years from now, I'll feel the same way about Super Mario Bros. Where like
Maybe.
the more I learn about the making of the movie, I fall in love with it more and more every day. That Alfred Molina or Raul, is it Alfred Molina this time?
Bob
No,
Hoskins.
it's Bob Hoskins. It's
Bob
not
Hoskins
gonna.
also, like,
What does
hate
Alfred
making
Molina
this,
look
and he was
like? Can you
"This
put a
sucks."
picture up of Alfred Molina? I don't even think I know who it
He's
is.
Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus. Yeah.
Dr. Octagon.
So yeah, Dr.
Holden
Octagon,
was
fucking half shot alligator, half man, dude. I
But
love that album.
Jeremy, you're right about that. Bob Hoskins hated
Yeah.
making this movie.
There
That's
you go.
Alfred
That,
Molina.
get him off. I hate him. I get him off. Go on.
Hated this movie, drank himself into a stupor. John Leguizamo has gone on in multiple interviews talking about how his career was on like a fucking roller coaster rocket to the moon, and he took this movie and it like kneecapped any momentum he had as an
the
actor.
power it holds.
Just like, can we get a
Powerful
picture of
film.
Theodore Rex with Whoopi Goldberg? Very similar situation, very similar time period.
And I cannot stress enough that, like, despite the fact that now through adult eyes, I can appreciate what a fucking shit show, what a just like misguided romp this thing is that could have only existed in the early 90s. S is so strong. S
And
is such a strong word.
J-Lo D Horses, will we have gotten the Pest without this movie? And I know I just asked you to put something else up. Thank you so much for that, Theodore Rex. Can you find the opening rap from the Pest? I think we want to watch a little bit of that in just a little bit. But before we get into that, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were hammered during the entire production of this film. They injured themselves in doing a stunt, jumping into a car. I think, was it John Leguizamo broke his wrist, or was it Bob? But either way, I think jumping into a car because they were hammered. Everything about it is a shit show. Dennis Hopper is incredible in this filmic experience. He's amazing. I just love him, and I just love it. I don't even know what else I can say right now. It's yes. Do we have the sound?
I'd rather not.
No. I get it, James. I understand. I get it. Dennis Hopper's the only fun thing in this movie. What are you talking about? Yoshi's in this movie.
No. Yoshi
actually rocks.
Yeah, Jeremy. Jeremy, explain why the movie's good.
Here's my explanation. First of all, it looks great. It has the same cinematographer as the Road Warrior, which is great. Also, I just think it's cool that everyone's like. First of all, this movie came out before I was born, so I didn't watch it as a child. But I love that people are like, this is not like the games at all. In the games, Mario is like 2D and he jumps a lot. It's like they had nothing to go off of. This comes from a time where like there was there was actually like creative decisions being made and that were like insane that like you couldn't do anymore. Like now we just have like the safest version possible where it's like it's Mario. It looks exactly like the video game and it's got the same song that every movie has. So I hope you enjoy it. And this one, they're just like, yeah, I don't know. It's like I think the opening scene of this movie is them being like, this takes place in an alternate world where the dinosaurs didn't die. They get sent to a parallel dimension, like underneath New York City. It's just such a batshit insane thing. I don't know. I saw it for the first time recently, and people were like, "This is the worst movie ever made." And I watched it, and I was like, someone had an idea, even if it's bad. There was an idea that was had.
So, and this is the thing I want to throw out there too. I also love the dumbass Goombas with the big bodies and the tiny heads. This is one I want to throw out there. In a world where the modern Mario Brothers movies literally just like, and then this thing, and then this thing, and it's just such relentless fan service. I now feel a little more punk rock about it where I'm like, dude, I love that they just subvert everything and don't give you anything because I'm so exhausted by the fan service going on, And then when it's an anime, they're trying to show me some lady's pussy. What's up?
I can't believe you guys are actually winning me over here. I was so ready to hate on this movie.
Insane.
I'm a weirdo. Says it's a completely fucking terrible movie, and I still love it so much. And I think the love for it, it's so much. It was 0% fan service the worst way. Django Taurus is screaming so hard for how bad this movie is and F tier and everything. Really but Django, I got a couple questions for you. Are you happy in your life right now and kind of what's going on in your life right now? You know what I mean? Do you have love? Do you have a supportive, it doesn't have to be
look. This license plate that Mario ran by has the same initials as the guy who did the music on Mario 2. It's like, who fucking gives a shit?
I give a shit a head. That's me. I'm the guy who gives a shit a
Django Taurus is very happy in their life, so this might not be an issue with that, and I apologize for going there with you. I just want to make sure, because sometimes you ask, and they're like, actually, my dog blew his own brains, or something, you know what I mean? But anyways,
you guys won me over. Okay on S. I'm okay with S.
I can't believe S.
Predicted 9/11.
I feel BA about this. I feel very BA about this, but if Jeremy's going to pop the balloon anyways.
S.
Fuck it. You guys, majority rules. S.
Hostage.
There you go. If anyone wants to give 5 subs, you can move that thing around, but I think for now it's S. We just start purposely ranking like terrible things great and great things terrible just to get gifted subs. By the way, I'm starting to realize like
The Godfather 2, that's an F.
Yeah, Citizen Kane and F with a Jurassic Park. F with a bullet. It is uninteresting. It is
First Matrix F.
Having sex, that's an S.
Yeah. Fucking a Serbian
Matrix
film
sequels.
is an S.
Matrix sequels double S. I just made it up.
All right. Let's have a dalliance with another film. What are we gonna do? Rampage, saw it in the theater. It was
I had
so
such a
unmemorable.
good time.
I had
such a good time.
I had
at
both a good
Rampage.
time and I remember nothing. That's the problem with
What?
modern movies. That's the problem with modern blockbusters. I remember zero about it, but I do remember I sort of had a good time. Jagosaurus, with the 5 gifted subs, we've manipulated you into spending money on the stream, and I don't care. Where do you want to move, or do you want to wait? You might want to wait because we still have balloons. So think about that, Django. If you pop now, then Jeremy could just pop it back up. So maybe I don't know. All right.
Be strategic.
Oh, don't
No.
worry, there's 2 more. No, Mario
Move
down.
Mario
You
up.
want to do
Is
it
there a
now?
safer
Jeremy can just
position?
pop it back up.
That mad. He's that mad.
All right. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a thrill. We'll bring it down to B. We'll bring it down to
How
B.
much
We'll bring it
are
down
the
2
5
slots.
gifted subs?
What up?
How much does it cost? How much does it cost to give 5 gifted?
Is it now $6 a sub, or is it? I know it was 5, but I think they
$30.
just upped it. Yeah.
I'll move any of them down or up for $25 if you Venmo me.
All right.
When you,
What's your
when
Venmo?
you
Put
give
it in
5
chat.
or more subs, you get
I
a
have to look it
discount,
up.
so it's still 25 for 5.
What's your Venmo? Put it in chat, and if someone
it's at
Venmos
J
Jeremy
Kaplowitz.
$25, he'll use his own.
Yeah,
Venmo
I'll do whatever
for
you
it.
want.
He'll
That's a
do whatever you
$5
want.
cheaper,
TNB with 5 gifted subs. Yeah, because Jeremy just has his own balloon default.
Yes.
This is how it works in Trump's America. Absolutely. Holden is a hoe for subs. Bolt Vanderhuge. Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. I'll take him any way I can get him. I'll take him in the mouth. I'll take him, Jay Kaplowitz. Right there, baby. That's the
there
Venmo.
you go.
You want to send this
25
man.
bucks,
But you need to
baby.
go ahead and
First come, first
transfer it
served.
before. Because you know what they could do? No, actually, I don't even think they can recall it. Because I remember our friend Julia Johns accidentally sent Jackie like $200 instead of $20, or I think it was like $2,000 instead of $20 for a sandwich, and she couldn't get the money back, and she had overdraft her account. All right.
All right. Okay. In defense of Rampage, this is. I'm sorry. We actually have to talk about the thing we have to talk about.
Yeah,
I know.
get
I
it.
hate it just as much as you guys, but it came at a point where The Rock was like really pushing hard on his 4-quadrant superstardom. He did Moana, he did a bunch of stuff, but like this was a bad run for him. He had done Baywatch, he did Skyscraper, he was like still trying to get Black Adam off the ground. A lot of like really bad Rock movies. Of this era, Rampage is so goddamn fun. It is so
It's
goddamn
totally fun.
There's a big albino gorilla, and The Rock is their best friend, and you believe their bond. You believe that he cares deeply about this monkey, and he doesn't care how many giant alligators he has to shoot with a bazooka in order to get this monkey saved. It's
River
really
Muffin says
good.
Skyscraper was funny as shit, not gonna lie. What was the Skyscraper?
Skyscraper is, would you believe it? There is a big skyscraper and his
It's Die
daughter
Hard.
wife. Yeah, it's like bad Die Hard. There's a
Right.
scene in the opening of the movie where like the evil guy
I remember
is
that
like,
movie now. Yeah. I remember now.
and on the top level, we have this room full of big hologram screens. Like, isn't it neat? And you immediately are like, okay, so the big dumb fight, the villain's gonna like do the House of Mirrors thing. And what you know it, they do the dumb House of Mirrors thing that they set up. It's very bad. I didn't like it. But Rampage was good. Rampage was fun. Rampage was a rollicking good time. And they occasionally show like an arcade cabinet of the original game, so you can go like, oh, that's the thing. That's fun.
Sure. I had a good time in the theater. I was extremely high on edibles or something. I watched it. I love the game Rampage too. Very fun. Always a good addition to any barcade or whatever. Is there any way to see the status of the tier list? Yes, Ryan 5X. Let's pop it up right now. We've got Resident Evil at C, Street Fighter, and Super Mario Bros. At B. And that's where we're at right now.
Rhyme.
Rampage. I think it's still mid as hell. And it's because I remember stuff that happened in Street Fighter. I remember stuff that happened in Resident Evil. I've never even seen it. I remember stuff that happened in Super Mario Bros. But I just truly, I know I jumped 2 spots. I was being nice to our friend in chat. I'm being nice. And it's my show, and I can jump in 2 slots if I want to jump in 2 slots. Thank you.
I'll take a C. I'll take a C.
I want to keep the
I did my
uncomfortable
best.
silence a little bit longer. But anyways, okay, let's do it C.
You fucking chaos goblin.
I didn't. Rampage,
What's up,
Rampage,
Jeremy?
I think Rampage came out during the Movie Pass era, which like makes it a little better because I don't remember liking it, but I don't remember paying for it.
Yeah, that was what it was, dude. That movie pass was amazing, man.
The two things I remember about Rampage is I remember The Rock like makes a weird sex joke to the gorilla and they like do like a fist pound. And I don't remember anything else about this movie. I remember that The Rock is like an unrepentant killer. Like he just like loves to kill people. Is that right? That he like blows up
His
someone's
favorite
helicopter
gorilla
and,
was in trouble,
death is
Jeremy.
awesome.
What are you supposed to do? Fake
Yeah, like
human
the
lives?
justification for it, like.
But it
does
really was. It was
make
like
sense?
there was no consequence
There
to
it
watching
is.
movies during this time. You just did it, and you were
exactly.
fine with everything.
One time with Movie Pass, I bought a ticket to a movie to go to the bathroom in an AMC. Didn't see the movie.
Jenny 12 Gauge says, I've got some slots you could jump into. Oh my God, I think they talk about a buzzer and a butthole. I've got depression. Hop on in, says Jenny 12 Gauge. Jesus Christ, Jake, do you have some advice for Jenny 12 Gauge with her depression?
No, you're on Twitch. This is where we all belong. It's fine. Have fun.
Absolutely. Sometimes I hate being a dad. All right, what do we have next?
Nope, just gonna let it.
Now everything's just awkward silences. Dude, I got so hard. But no, I didn't really, though. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, I saw it in the theater as well. Did remember a little bit more about this one, but was also wholly like, I feel like this was kind of at a time, too, when I was like,
Wow!
whoa! Very accurate, Tirzo. Very accurate. Yeah, it was just so by the numbers, but it was probably the first actually competent video game movie. You know what I mean? Like, because even Mortal Kombat, it transcends, and we'll get to it, and it is to me, you know, spoiler alert, it is like such an S movie for me. It's still like Lara Croft was the first time I was like, oh, they actually made like a real, you know, blockbuster by the numbers, like competent seeming movie with a strong lead actress out of a video game for the first time ever. Because even Mortal Kombat, it's like taped together, it's like glued and taped together, but it rocks, you know? But like, it's not really, it doesn't even have like a, you know, reasonable like plot, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's just kind of like all over, it's like a music video kind of thing. But that's, yeah, go on.
I remember like the first scene in the movie is Angelina Jolie in the Tomb Raider getup with the big braid, with the hot pants. And she's like in a ancient Egyptian tomb of some kind. And out of nowhere, a giant fucking robot just starts attacking her with like buzzsaw hands. And it's like such a like, what the fuck is happening moment. And like, yeah, it's like she shoots it with guns and does all this. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. It's got buzzsaw hands. And then it has like just a laptop in its chest. And it's like she built it specifically so she could fight it in Egyptian tombs to train for her archaeology, I guess, skills. It's just like from that point on, the movie is just its own weird thing.
I will say the Beer God says, Holden, I know you jerked off to her, and you have some other horny nuts in this chat being like, Angelina, but I will say I was never really that hotted out by Angelina Jolie. She really wasn't ever my type. And I always really hated that red carpet interview with her and Billy Bob Thornton, where they were like, we just fucked in the limo. And they thought they were so cool and they were so lame. And I thought it was so dumb. And then also Brad Pitt was like really bad to her kids, which I think is lame and dumb. So I wasn't that
and
into
that's
her,
a strike against Angelina Jolie.
Sure, yeah. She picked
Brad
some
Pitt
bad.
was abusive to her.
Yeah. I'm a victim blamer, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Angelina Jolie, you're Holden's bozo of the week.
Hackers, she's great in Hackers. I love Hackers. If we were talking about Hackers right now, it would be A or S, but Tomb Raider, I don't even know. You know what I mean?
I've never seen this movie, but I do like that every image I've ever seen of it, she does look like she's in a video game. Like her face looks like so shiny and like PlayStation-y that you got to give him credit.
Yeah, totally. Holden hates women, and this is the reason why Trump won. Is an interesting take, Red Age. But I don't know if we can take that one to the bank. A lot of Holden hates women in the chat right now, which I'm gonna just let live. I need to watch Bound, and I need to watch Gia. And I think I have not seen some of the movies that would gain me an erection towards her.
I don't think she's inbound.
Oh, who's in Bound?
Gina Gershon.
Gina Gershon and Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, now that's somebody I put a log inside a dog for. Fuck a dog so I can go on a date with her. Jay.
We are getting through this list. We are just going to have Holden describe his erections through a series of nonsensical noises and grunts. And let's just give this a D. Let's just give this a D.
I'm just drinking. Do you agree with D, Jeremy?
I've never seen it, but I really can only go off of, again, what you guys say and the fact that she looks like she's a cutscene character.
All right. Oh, my stomach hurts. All right. What do we have next? Prince and Persia.
I know you saw this one.
Man, they're very similar, actually, these two. This is like the modern Tomb Raider. I mean, Tomb Raider made more of a splash because of the casting of Angelina Jolie. Also, Tirzo's weirdly hotted out by Elijah Joaquim. Wait, what was his name?
Do you have like a mental disability where you just can't recognize actors? What is going on with you? That's
Elijah Joaquim? Is that a real man?
You just Adele Dazeemed Jake Gyllenhaal for reasons I cannot understand.
I mean, come on, appropriation, right, chat? You like me now again, right? Appropriation, right, chat? You like me again. And don't like it because of that, Jake.
No, they go out of their way in the movie to like explain like you were an orphan boy from a faraway land and that's why you are the whitest Persian the world has ever seen. From Prince Jake Gyllenhaal. It's fine.
I love when people do that and then people are like, well, they actually explained it. It makes sense in the canon that it would be that he's white. Because he's an orphan from a faraway land, it's like built into his character. It
really defines him.
Who fans wanted.
Absolutely, but still, I mean, I feel like we have to, even with them doing that, I feel like it's so annoying. Like, it's literally called the Prince of Persia. I feel like, was this just before Kumail got jacked? Because I feel like he would have been, like, I feel like...
This
was
old,
like
I think,
Jake
right?
Gyllenhaal's big push to be like...
2010.
Yeah. No, this was like the attempt to turn Jake Gyllenhaal into an A-list, like, super, like, action leading man mega actor.
Right.
And it didn't work at all.
That's a strike against it in general. Like, this was his big swing to completely jump to a whole new, like, genre of film acting, and it fucking failed hard. So, is this our first F?
Yeah.
I
don't know if I've seen this movie. I have no idea. I was trying to think before if I've seen it or not. I have no memory of it, but I do feel like I've seen it. I don't know why.
Do you remember Ben Kingsley being what seems to be a trustworthy older male figure, only to turn out to be a huge piece of shit that was manipulating everything the whole time?
Yeah. I believe it. It sounds like it could have been in a movie.
Uh-huh. We talked about it recently because we did a Prince of Persia episode. Pocket Spice is saying, I stand alone. We do have that in the movie.
Stand alone. No, that's a reference to the time where they tried to make the Prince of Persia franchise like cool and twisted.
That was in the video games. Ben Kingsley, yes, but it is also problematic. Yeah, he played Gandhi for sure. I feel like we're back in Crimes for Fun territory.
He plays a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff. Anytime a man is bald, they hire him.
Okay, it's just to push it. It's like a bog standard 2000s post Pirates of the Caribbean rollicking attempt at a swashbuckler. The kind of thing that like The Mummy franchise did way better. Like so many other movies do this way better, but it's not like the worst. It's not like abyssally bad. So I would want to push it for a D, but I don't. Chad is very strong on F for this one, so maybe I don't.
Also,
have a
everybody needs us to know that he is Ben Kingsley is Indian. He just changed his name, you know. So egg on your face.
Thank God! Thank God for settling that old.
Okay, I think it's D or F. Say a letter, Jake. Say a letter, Jeremy.
F.
F.
F. Put it at F. Get wrecked. You suck, Prince of Persia. All right.
Video game movies. That's what we're here for. We're ranking
Right.
video game movies.
What's next? Dude, Sonic the Hedgehog movie is really fun, all right?
It is pretty fun.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
The teeth.
Yeah, but the teeth. But that was kind of an amazing thing. And honestly, Sonic has more foundationally going for it than just it being like a solid Hollywood blockbuster video game movie that like all the kids loved, right? It was also on top of that, the Sonic's teeth thing, for better or for worse, opened the doors for people just in the world having like a community influence, direct influence on something before it comes out. And I think that's been awful in certain ways, but it worked out well when it comes to
January 6th, not good. Sonic's
good.
eyes and teeth, pretty cool.
Exactly.
You know, it levels out.
It levels out. Yeah, QAnon, bad. Sonic's teeth, good. Star Wars, you could go either way. Actually, Star Wars, bad. I liked where they were going with the series before the third of the new trilogy. Never saw
I'm
the
just
fact
happy to see James Marsden make good. I'm just
I love
glad
James
that James Marsden got a paycheck for
and
this.
I have seen this
Ben
one.
Schwartz.
And I want to say Jackson Taylor, but it's not that. It's
What is it with you and actors?
Jim Carrey is great as Dr. Robotnik.
Is Jackson Taylor even a guy? Is that even a guy, or did you just? Also, if there was any actor you,
president
Holden
at
and
this
Neely, would
point.
recognize, it would be fucking Jim Carrey.
Apparently,
How
too,
is this
saying words that that you're when you're meaning other words is this early side of onset dementia. So my wife told me that the other day. But I will say this: Sonic is a really good movie. It's a really good. All right, there you go. He's a musician with a lot of arm tattoos. I'm sure his music doesn't sound like complete annoying asshole. Man, that looks like white wine music, huh, guys? All right, but I will say Sonic the Hedgehog is a competent movie. It is a really fun romp. It's the kind of movie I watch where I was like, man, I wish I was a kid when this was coming out, because I would have had Sonic fucking mania, you know? And I was also kind of like, I wish like this was coming out when Winnie was more at the right age, because again, it would be fun to like support her having Sonic mania, you know?
My
What do you
memory
got?
of this movie is there's two insane advertising scenes in this, right? There's the one where is Olive Garden, and then what's like the real estate company, the one where Zillow or whatever. Is that one?
There's a Zillow plug in this movie? I don't
There's
remember.
like a thing in this movie where they're like, man, we're thinking about moving to San Francisco, but I just don't know how to find a good house. And someone else is like, you should look it up on Zillow. And they never mention it again.
Ew.
That's
And
funny.
then there's also another one with Olive Garden where they're just like, I'm hungry right now. I could go for some Olive Garden, which is really good to order from. And that's like, it's the most insane thing in the world.
I'm cool
Well,
with honestly, though.
Olive Garden is a great place to order from. The new app allows pickup in record time. You don't even have to leave your car. It makes it as seamless as possible to connect with all of your favorite Familia Italiano favorites.
And
Like,
Jake,
I mean,
that is my favorite line from the Sonic movie. Thank you for reading it verbatim.
someone just hands me a big basket of breadsticks from off screen. Like, hey.
It's like literally the Wayne's World scene, but with Sonic. It's bizarre.
I give this movie an A. Then I'll fucking fight you guys. I'll hurt you. I'll find you and I'll hurt
I
you.
would say one thing in this movie's favor for me is that I know a lot of people who it was the last thing they saw before the pandemic and they couldn't see a movie in theaters for like 3 years. But I saw Portrait of a Lady on Fire right after this, and I was fine.
And
So I
my
don't
first
care.
movie back was Tenet, and it made me never want to go see a movie in the theater ever again. And I was so sad that I saw that first because I actually couldn't believe that I was like so excited to be back in a movie theater, and it was that movie. And I literally kept coming up. I've never done this with a movie before. I kept coming up with excuses to leave. I was like, I should text my wife. I should like check in with her because I hated Tenet so bad.
And then
Fuck
you started
Tenet.
walking backwards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And everyone's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, it'll make sense later. You have to look it up
I
online.
love Tenet. Tenet's S tier. What you do is you watch it with subtitles on, and you're happy. You can understand.
Okay,
all the
maybe that's what it
dialogue.
was. I hate the sound design of his film. I haven't even watched Oppenheimer yet. I just hate the sound design of his movies so much. But I love Dunkirk. All right. Thank you, Aurora Floyd. Let's go. I'm going A, and I really will get mad at you guys and fight you guys. But what do you say? A letter at me.
A.
I don't feel that strongly about it. A is fine. Go
Okay.
for it. It's good
A.
for you, Sonic and Ben Schwartz.
Wow, we don't have an S yet. We don't have an
We
S
actually
yet.
do have it S, but it was shot down.
It was
by
shot
Chad.
down. That's right. You can move it back up anytime, Jeremy. All right.
Certainly will.
What do we what do we have next?
I'm just waiting to see if I make $25.
Literally every movie Uwe Boll has ever made. I don't know. Did I talk about the time that my friend was like obsessed with schlocky movies and he took me to see Alone in the Dark in theaters and wouldn't answer any of my questions about it? I'd be like, what is this? It's based on a PC game. Why are we like going to this fucking, it's not playing. It's playing in this one screen in this one theater. Why do you care so much? And he was like, no, it's going to be amazing. And it was the single worst movie I've ever seen. I like physically attacked him, like not to the point of like causing harm. I was so enraged that he like took me out of my fucking comfort zone to just like watch one of the shitty, that the point was the movie was so bad. And we've watched, how many of these have I watched? I've watched In the Name of the King,
Well, we had to
Dungeon
watch
Siege Tale.
House of the Dead for our House of the Dead episode recently. It was so fucking bad. It truly is terrible. Man, I bet Postal's really offensive. Is Postal really offensive?
Yeah, it's like
It's gotta be, right?
It's like to the point where like it's not even fun. Like it's to the point where even you're like sad. It's like saddening how much like, because it's one thing to be like racist or like gross, but it's the other one just to like constantly see the fucking bloated face of Uwe Boll that you know is off screen just being like, huh? I did it. I went there. And you're just like,
He made a movie called Auschwitz.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Is that real?
Yes, he did.
Who let that happen?
Who let
the
the dogs
German
out?
government due to
Yeah,
tax
yeah.
This is the worst.
incentives.
One of the worst things a German has ever done with regards to Auschwitz.
I would be curious, to see that actually with everything. I don't know, but that was, I guess it was more of a serious attempt. Is he in it?
I don't think
He's
that's a
in
video game
it.
movie.
He's
He
one of the
is in
German
it.
soldiers. All right, get off. All right, it's F. This is F. This is a clear F.
It's F. It's F.
This is so F. Get it F. Get it off. Get it F. All right, guess who's the bad guy? I know, right? All right. Law as a Jew, I'm all for Uwe Boll doing Holocaust movies. There you go.
Blood Rain, the Third Reich. He
Ugh.
doubled up on it.
Anybody watch? Has anybody watched
Crazy.
it? What's it about? All right. What do we got next?
That's so
Detective
funny.
Pikachu. In fact, I'm actually embarrassed to say I haven't watched this movie because I've heard it's actually fantastic. Jake?
It's weird. I can't believe you haven't watched it.
I know, I
Two
need to
big
watch
complaints
this.
About it. It's very good,
What?
but it has two glaring issues.
What are the issues?
Okay.
Okay, the first one is that Ryan Reynolds is like the most annoying person on the planet, and when it first came out, a lot of people put Danny DeVito's voice underneath it because they thought that would be funny, and it's ruled so much that it's hard to watch it without thinking how much better it would be. Because they like took scenes from It's Always Sunny, so it's like Detective Pikachu interrogating Mr. Mime, and he's like, "Did you fuck my whole wife?" And it's so much better. And then this is a spoiler, but there's something at the end that is. It made me so mad. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know if
can
guys
say
talking
know.
that.
about
It's
the,
been out long enough.
You're talking about the Mewtwo mind swap, right?
No, I'm not talking about that, but that's a whole. Actually, there's a few other things that are weird about this movie. There's also a guy who's like has a Ditto who's a human the whole time, which is a little like, what's going on there?
Yep.
But don't have sex with that Ditto, sir. But at the end of the movie, the Detective Pikachu, they realize is actually like the main character's dad, whose like soul was trapped in a Pikachu, and he gets him out of the Pikachu, and then the dad is back to being a person. And Detective Pikachu is now just a regular Pikachu. And then the movie's just like, yeah, Detective Pikachu's not real, and your dreams are dashed. He's actually just a regular guy. And it made me so sad that they killed Detective Pikachu at the end of the movie.
Oh, that sucks. What do you think,
People
Jake?
are pointing out that, yes, it is a big reveal that, like, the femme fatale, like, evil lady in the movie that does, like, do some not, like they do some like cha-cha shit with the like teen hero is a Ditto the whole time, and it is very upsetting to think about all the ramifications of what I just said.
Yeah.
It's like people gave it a lot of praise at the time.
Other than that,
a lot of people loved the like weird realistic versions of Pokemon, because that's like the art style of the movie is like one of those DeviantArt accounts that's like, what if Charizard was real? He'd be like a fucked up cool
they
dragon.
Specifically hired R.J. Palmer, who does that art all the time, and like kind of popularized it. And they gave him money to like do concept art, which I think is cool.
Well, I guess if they like actually paid the guy, I'm not going to be too mad at that. But it's just it looks weird.
But I like that it looks weird, and I do agree that people are saying in chat, like, yeah, but people would fuck Pokemon in real life, like, for sure. It would be a huge market here.
Yeah, but people fuck animals in real life and are not like, well, that's what happens.
Well,
if
do you think it would
sex with a horse, we're not
would it
into
be considered bestiality, or would it would be its own kind of thing? I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, to use the like if
but they can communicate on a higher level than beasts.
Slightly.
No,
they
because
can say one word.
The clown is a humanoid. I mean, they're all humanoid. A lot of them are humanoid.
You can fuck Mr. Mime. You're allowed to fuck Mr. Mime.
Yeah, you're allowed to fuck. But where does it
dad.
end? It's a slippery slope. You can fuck Mr. Mime, but you can't fuck.
There's a reason he evolves into Mr. Slime, and the friendship stone he's holding is very different than the normal one.
Okay, so it is.
You know what it is? It's the difference. It's because like slavery is bad. Slavery is bad. Sexual slavery, much worse in our modern context. So like you've already caught this thing. It has to obey your orders. You have to like you keep it in your belt. And now, like you're just putting crimes on crimes. Don't have sex with Pokemon.
Is Mr. Clown Mr. Mime's the only one you can fuck? That's the only one.
Maybe Machamp or Machoke.
No, you can have sex with just Mewtwo, because he can talk.
Mewtwo can super talk and super consent to sex. Jinx, people are saying Jinx. What about the toxic guy? I feel like he's,
Muck? You want to go to town on Muck?
I mean, run amok, you know what I mean? Psyduck can read minds and shit. Yeah, I would fuck Machamp.
This is not what we're discussing.
Machamp.
We're discussing the merits of a movie.
All that aside, it sounds like people are pretty high on it, but I'm feeling a B. Time to release the shapes. Thank you, Apple Cart. I'm thinking B-ish.
B.
I think it's
I'd take
A,
it B.
but it does have those issues. Oh yeah, I'm down with B. I was gonna
Cinescrow, thank you for the raid.
B is fine.
B is fine.
Thank you.
B is fine. All right. Well, future tier list Pokemon by fuckability, but all you fucking lamos in chat would be like, oh, you can't fuck a talking fish. Oh.
That's me. You're doing an impression of me the entire episode.
I'm gonna send a petition.
Hey
and
man,
look,
they wouldn't make Onyx look like anal beads if you couldn't fuck them.
Exactly, bro. And by the way, it's a new year, dude. 2025, the fucking chains come off. We can fuck anything. Chat, I'm sorry, what's next? Doom, man. Doom is so bad, but it's so... that ending is so much fun. You know what I mean? That ending...
that they had to go ahead and in post make the movie people actually wanted, and then they just like threw it in there is so fucking funny to me. Like it's one of the silliest things in all of cinema history.
But it's like that's what we want. They did give the gamers what they wanted at the end there, which I super respect. Yeah, isn't The Rock in this? Is this one of The Rock's first movies?
So, yeah.
One of his first movies, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was I think I saw his first movie was the Scorpion King, I believe. Hard C, but the first person bit, yeah. Is it because of the first person bit? It's not a D. Is that what we're gonna say?
Without the first person bit, it would be an F. It would be a solid F.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
do that.
So is it a D
it's
then?
classic. Yeah, I would say D. The classic, like, oh, we're in a military thing where something went wrong, and like one by one, all the goons get taken out by monsters, and then The Rock gets the big spooky MacGuffin, and he's like, with this, I could be the ultimate soldier, but instead he turns into a fucked up demon, and then
BFG.
Carl Urban also eats the evil juice, but because he's pure of heart, he turns into a good demon. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Jeremy, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm down to put it in D. The first person thing is fun, and someone else should do it. They should steal that.
Yeah, which they did kind of do with like Hardcore Henry or whatever it was, right? But I think that if they did a Doom movie that was totally in first person and you're just Doom guy, we're not trying to give them any more, where it's like more like the Doom remakes. There was a lot of comedy and really great stuff in those Doom remakes, in like Doom 2014 or whatever, 2016. There was some really fun shit in that, and they could totally do that on the Hardcore Henry thing, and that would be an A or S movie potentially. But yeah, I think this one gets a D, and it's only not an F just because it has that cool first person part of the end, which has totally made it worth it. Give it a D. So what Pokemon do you think has the biggest dick? What do we have? What do we have next? I'm so torn on
Wailord?
this.
Probably Wailord would have the biggest one. If we're working
Slowpoke,
with like
Onix, Diglett. We've got Mudsdale, Charizard, Dickachard, says Lulu Lament.
Dirk Diglett.
Or
Dirk
if
Diglett.
we're going like, kind of like, what if Arceus, because they're like just God, like they could just summon could Arceus have a dick so big that not even he could fuck it? That's a great
I think you guys are burying the lead,
That's a beautiful
dude.
question.
Blastoise can Blastoise some fucking loads, bro. You don't think he's got a cannon down there? That's what I'm talking about, Tirzo. Weedle's packing heat. It's always the little ones, huh? It's always the gangly ones. Somebody tie up Jake, says Ren. Anyways, Jake, where are we at? Oh yeah, Mario Bros. Movie. I feel split because I do think it was like I was on a lot of edibles. I was drunk. Very drunk. I got extreme. And I was alone. It is so embarrassing. I got extremely drunk for this movie and so high. I remember stumbling to my apartment with my wife being just like, "What is going on with you?" But I had a great time. A great time watching this. Really just talk about fan servicey movie. I mean, all they do is just blare shit on the screen that just, reminds you, oh, I remember that. Blighty XE, I want to be you, Holden. Hell yeah, you can be you. I'm putting a book out next year about how you can be me. IPAs, weed, for sure. Absolutely, Tirzo. We're going to do a whole it's like a 12-step thing. Don't go to any meetings of any kind, though, if you want to be me. All right. Jeremy, Super Mario Bros. Movie.
When I saw this movie in theaters, I thought it was so goofy and lame, and I was like, this fucking sucks and I hate it. And then I heard the voice of a young child go, no, Luigi! And it all was like, oh, I'm an adult man drinking a beer at a fucking Mario movie. This is for children.
Right.
I don't know. What do I fucking care? Why am I here?
Right. Totally. I get it. You really shouldn't be here. Jake, what do you think?
I would go, I understand that it's definitely going to set a bad precedent for like children's property movies for a generation, but whatever like lingering discontent and like sadness
Can we take a second?
felt,
What is this? Why do we have this? It's so annoying.
What?
Anyways, this hair. Anyways.
Cowlick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so anyways, go on.
Whatever lingering like sadness I had over the 1993 Mario movie was healed just watching a goddamn movie where a plumber goes to the Mushroom Kingdom and jumps on stuff and gets the magic mushroom, and they play like all the little songs, but with like a orchestral lift, so it feels as important as it does in my stunted millennial brain. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if it was that was it, if it was in a vacuum, I'd be like, great, fantastic. There's that whole sequence in Brooklyn where like they're playing the songs from the Lou Albano show.
They play the song "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" because guess what? They're in Brooklyn.
They're in Brooklyn.
Okay,
but
the needle drops
the
are
illumination
awful.
thing that drives me
The
insane.
needle drops are bad.
Later on, they do need a hero, and thankfully we can tell from the music, I need a hero.
Hey, Aaron B. Snux, by the way, thank you for the sub. We only have one, or wait, we have two, TMB. We have one more gifted sub set for a veto balloon. 5 gifted subs will get you that veto balloon. Yeah, that illumination shit really alienates me. And I just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and I need it to stop. I need the I liked Deadpool Wolverine, but I need the ironic song choice for which was best done in Norm Macdonald's Dirty Work. Hell yeah, street fighting music, D7, and then it's I like a pina colada. They did it back then. They did it all the way back then, and now I've seen it about 20,000 times in Marvel movies, and I'm losing my fucking mind. Stop. Just enough. I almost want to hear it dead silence. No music at this
Jeremy,
point.
I'm going to admit, I was going to push hard for an A or even an S. And then you reminded me of the laziest ass needle drops.
Yeah, the whole movie is
and
lazy.
it
I think it's
completely
probably
undercut my confidence.
But it's just like, it's such a cowardly movie where it's just like exactly what you think Mario is the Mario movie.
It's such a cowardly movie, is so right. Hey, Sugar Heart 88 with the 5 gifted subs. You have earned yourself a veto balloon.
Holden, moment of order. It's Sugar Shart.
Shart. I realize that now.
Sugar
Sorry
Shart
for my folly.
is our
Everyone's
beloved
saying
fan
Sugar
who
Shart.
supports us.
Sugar Shart 88. I thought
Interesting
innocence.
number choice there.
Yeah, I thought there was a pure, nice handle there for us, but it was not that way. Why do you look like you're waiting for pregnancy results with your underage girlfriend, Holden? I don't even know what you're talking about, buttbags. Someone, you know what, Nightingale? Time him out. Get him out.
Cool him up. Get this guy a glass of water.
Read. Youngling Hokoi, get him out. Yeah, Delighted Gales. Yeah, dude, I'll wield my fucking axe, dude. Slice him, bro.
Culling is happening.
Slice him, dude.
Positive or negative, the test?
Oh, man, I love timing out bud bags. There's nothing more I love than Delighted Gale plays timing out bud bags on LP and TV's Twitch chat. It makes me feel so fucking alive, dude. Anyways, Buttbags, by the way, is I just have to say this too. Buttbags is a mod on my chat, on my channel's chat.
Buttbags is an institution. We do this out of love.
He has mod powers on my chat. All right, B. Let's give it a B.
Put yourself a timeout, Buttbags.
Siniscro, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Majestic Kayla, by the way. All right. Yeah, I agree with you. I was like hotter on it when I first saw it, and then as time has passed by, I'm just kind of like, yeah, don't be a hater. It's for kids fucking love it, but also Illumination must be stopped. Like I don't, I
any decisions. You know what I mean? Like even the fucking Chris Pratt of it all. It's like it's either Chris Pratt or Tom Holland, who's just like the safest possible person you could pick.
That's why Super Mario Bros. 1993 is like. This kind of beautiful, it's kind of beautiful.
Insane.
Put it in S. Do I have a veto balloon?
Yeah.
Put it in S. Super Mario Bros. 1993 is S.
Well, you're doubling up again. All right.
That's right. Dump it back up to S. Whatever, Django Taurus. Put it in A. You can put it in A because I can't put it in S. It should only go up once. All right. Sorry, Django. I was almost on your side. I'm so sorry, Django. Anyways, what's next?
Beautiful.
Silent Hill. Do I need to go watch this?
People seem to like this one. I only saw a couple of clips. I was trying to catch up a lot this week because it turns out I'm missing a couple of these. There is a moment where a lady's skin gets ripped off by Pyramid Head, and it is
cool.
fucking gnarly.
I think I gotta watch this. I'm seeing S's all day.
I have not seen it.
Liver
my
Dice says,
wife
I
told me
licked this
she
movie a
likes it.
lot. Sorry, Jeremy, I'm talking over you. What are you saying?
Please. I asked my wife about this because she loves horror movies, and she said she liked it. And I said, "Is there a lot of fog in it?" And she said, "Yes." And that's all you need for Silent Hill.
And there's Pyramid Head. It's like they're actually respecting the original IP. Like they're actually looking at what the game was and trying to like turn into. Yeah, people have a weird fucky thing. I've been playing Silent Hill 2 remake on my channel on Twitch, and people are really weirdly horny for Pyramid Head. It's really upsetting.
I don't think it's weird. I think they love a hulking monster with a sick torso.
1 hour into this, I don't think Holden can say anyone is weirdly horny for anything.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. I guess judge not lest ye be judged or whatever. But just because I fuck like a cartoon monkey doesn't mean the Pyramid Head thing's weird or not weird. But I want him back. Britnick, you were going so hard right now in chat for Pyramid Head. It's making me physically upset.
I think we trust Chad on this and give him the S.
Throw it up there.
Yeah, I guess we'll give it. I guess we'll give it the S, and I'm gonna watch it soon.
None
I'm
of
gonna
us
watch it
have
this
seen
week.
it. Best one on the list.
Yeah, I know. It's an S, and
That's how you know it's a
seen
video
it.
game. It's video game movies, so we just have to assume the one we haven't seen is good because the other ones aren't.
Anyways, all right. The music. Why does no one care? The music is from the game. All right, cool. That's cool. All right.
good.
How many do we have left? Two. Fantastic. Making perfect time here. All right. I will watch Silent Hill this week because I'm enjoying the remake of Silent Hill 2. And what is our second to last filmic experience tonight? No, you typed him out even harder. What did he say? No, Donnie Gales, you're so mean. But Bags, I love you, bro. I'm so sorry, but also it's like kind of fun. You got to appreciate how fun it is to do it, though, to time you out like that. All right, what do we have next?
I tried watching this one this week because it's a massive movie. It was like $200 million. It's what's his name? David Bowie's son, the Moon Boy. Duncan Jones. It did gangbusters in China. China loved this movie, and it's beautiful. Like the orcs are like so well done, and like they do translate that kind of like crazy over the top. Just like it feels like a Warcraft movie, but there's just so many scenes where it's just like, Golgar, we have to tell Viddleham about the glimpse. And it's just like not moment to moment. It's just not an enjoyable watch.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Jeremy?
One time I started it because I was like, you know what? I fucking love Lord of the Rings and shit like that, and I love stupid lore, and I don't know anything about Warcraft, but I'm gonna prove the haters wrong and watch this and think it's dope. And I couldn't get through it. I didn't finish it. I was just like, this fucking sucks, man. I don't know what
getting a lot of Fs.
That is brutal. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen like little bits and pieces. I haven't like fully. I feel bad for the last couple ones I haven't actually seen, but man, it is so disappointing, especially with so much money went into it. So okay, let me get into this. Is it actually? It's just boring. Is it kind of like Battlefield Earth kind of thing?
No. There's like again, I cannot stress this enough. Seeing like the orcs and all like the battle scenes, it feels like Warcraft on the big screen. Like if you're a fan of the franchise, like like there's a Murloc and like there's they're at Ironforge and like all this cool shit is happening. It's just when it's not cool big monster men fighting shiny knight dudes, it's just a snooze. It is just an absolute snooze.
It's just long, boring. Just the pacing's bad. Just long, boring.
It's
scenes.
just for the fans. It's I don't know anything about Warcraft, and it seems like it's almost like too into
for the fans.
Like, I don't know what this fucking shit is, dude. I don't know these people.
They're just using all. Let chat know I'm here for them in spirits. From Butt Bags. Let chat know I'm here for them in spirit, and they should channel me anytime they can. Absolutely not. If you channel Butt Bags, you're also getting timed out. All right.
It's also just a bummer. Like Duncan Jones, he made 4 movies, and the first one's Moon, and it's like pretty good. And then each movie he made is just worse and worse. Where it's like, what's next for this guy? I don't know. It's sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah. But the battles
he also
are cool.
went through a horrible 2016 like his I don't like his wife was diagnosed with cancer and his dad died while he was making this movie.
Heavy Micro Grow 420 says the two storylines are too far apart, like two slow movies.
I can see that.
That feels like the damning, critique here, that it's just kind of like Melissa says my dog farted. So are we giving this an F?
I
think so, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
you want to give it a D because it kind of looks like the characters and stuff.
I think you guys
they got it.
You guys are so like not liking it that
I couldn't finish it. I don't want to finish it.
I don't think I didn't finish it either.
Okay, if you literally can't finish the movie, I mean, at least finish House of the Dead. Put it in F.
Throw it in F. Who cares?
Yeah. And let's talk about a fucking S movie for 2 seconds. Just put it on the screen. I'm over this. Put it up on the screen, James.
Can you play the theme song? Can we get some?
Can we hear it for a fucking millisecond? That moment.
Yeah.
Dude. When I was in whatever grade or whatever age I was in, and I went into the movie theater and that fucking song came on, the Mortal Kombat, dude, I remember going like, yeah, like I've never acted that way in a movie theater before. Well, some drunken, nights maybe, but for the most part, that was like transcendent, dude. And then the movie was actually really fucking fun. And I remember just being high off of that movie. And honestly, that newer one was pretty decent too. I mean, obviously Annihilation's dog shit. The newer one wasn't terrible, but man,
pretty bad. It was like a prequel. They never even got to the combat.
That's the problem. They just didn't. Yeah, but Holden like Turtles 3, whatever, bro. That's nonsense, dude. I did not like fucking the third Turtles movie, bro. They had Goro in it, man. It's an S. Jeremy?
I think it's great. Have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat movie? That movie fucking sucks.
That's what I said.
I was trying to defend it a little bit, but I guess you're right. Yeah, it's not that great.
It's so bad. They don't even get to the fucking tournament. There's no tournament in the movie. What are you doing? There's one cool scene where the guy turns his hat into a saw, like in the games. You can watch that as like a GIF or something.
Right.
The rest of the movie sucks.
Man,
this one's good.
we're talking about the old school. What was it? 95?
That's what I'm saying though. That one makes me think that this one's even better because it's like they fucking got it, dude. They got it already.
Did the tournament. We got Scorpion versus fucking Sub-Zero. We got everything we wanted. We had Goro. It was like, oh, they're not gonna do Goro, dude. That'd be too intense.
Don't forget.
And then
don't forget the most incredible ancient Asian god of lightning ever put to screen, Christopher Lambert as Raiden.
As
Raiden. I don't even know
as Raiden. Yeah, dude, it was awesome, man. And there wasn't an Alpha Molina to be found. White Raiden is fucking stupid, though. I don't know, man. I feel like he's somehow more Asian.
He's an orphan. So it's actually fine. He's allowed
He was actually a Norwegian god that was adopted by...
Who gives a shit?
A
he did the electricity thinking it was cool. And they did the battles. They did fights. And it was like a cool music video thing. And then they like... Yeah, dude! Now fuck us up with Scatman a little bit, bro. Dude... He died of throat cancer. Dude, this movie is incredible, bro. It is an S. It's S+. It's the only movie that belongs on this list. Every other movie is like wants to be the movie, and then they're like, what even is? It makes me question, what is art? What is a movie? Or what's like a live stream? What's content at this point? It's just a drunken man screaming opinions into a microphone while two other men are uncomfortable by the sexual words he's using. Reptile, they did, it was like a secret code. They did fucking Reptile up in the bitch, which you weren't even like, no way, dude, the second game just came out.
It's fun, it's good, and it's also, I feel like it's also important that it's like wrong in the way that like 90s video game movies were, like that they, like you said, Jeremy, that decisions were still made, choices were still made in a way that like now if they did it, no, it's I approve of this S. I want this S to happen.
Jeremy, do you have
I'm
anything
into
to
it.
say for or against before we make this an S and close
I'm
out the
into
stream?
it. I'm down to make it an S. I do want to use my balloon to push the Mario one up, but
All right, Mario
up
up to S.
throw
Mario
that
up
one.
right
No.
now. Over it. Thank you.
3 S's. baby.
3 S's, baby. Pop that balloon and make it happen.
Art is when you make choices. You got to make choices, or else what do you got?
There you go.
Why are you
Yeah.
adapting a video game and then making 0 changes?
Yes.
I could just play the video game.
All right. Mortal Kombat is an S. Done. And we have how many balloons left? We have Jake has a balloon, I believe, and we have
have
2.
one?
Yes, I believe, and Sugar Shart and TMB. TMB needs the list. Let's pop it up. Let's go over the list right now. Sugar Shart, I want to use my balloon to move Tomb Raider up, so we're gonna move that one up to C. We've got. At F, we've got Prince of Persia, we've got Uwe Boll, we've got Warhammer, Warlord, we've got at D, we've got Doom, at C, we've got Resident Evil, Rampage, Tomb Raider, at B, we've got Street Fighter, Detective Pikachu, and the Super Mario, more modern Super Mario Brothers movie. At A, we've got Sonic, at S, we've got Silent Hill, Super Mario Bros. 1993, and Mortal Kombat. What do you guys got?
I'm popping my balloon and I'm gonna put fucking Street Fighter up to A. I'm
Fuck
sorry,
it.
it is
Fuck
such
it.
an anomaly. Raw.
Fuck it.
Hey,
You're right.
what? Tirzo, did you not spend enough time in the fighting game arena?
And TMB is using their balloon to move Resident Evil down, and it is done. And hell yeah, 'cause that means Mario Brothers made it through the gauntlet and remains in S.
Let's
Incredible.
go.
Incredible. All right, let's look at the final locked list here. We've got Warhammer, Uwe Boll, and Prince of Persia at F. We've got Doom and Resident Evil at D. We've got Rampage and Tomb Raider at C. Detective Pikachu and Super Mario Brothers at B. Sonic and Street Fighter the movie at A. And at S, Silent Hill, Super Mario Bros. 1993, and Mortal Kombat. I am definitely watching Silent Hill this week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Jeremy, you've got the Core Raiders podcast. Plug all your bullshit right here, right now.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I would love it if people could check out Quorators. We read Quora, and we make fun of people on the internet. Also, check out Existence, man. That's the best video game movie ever.
I need to
Made by a
watch it,
guy
man. I
who
haven't
doesn't
seen it.
know what video games are. He clearly has never seen a video game, and it's somehow, like, the most about video games ever.
Hell yeah.
So that's my plug. David Cronenberg's Existence.
Hell yeah. I will check that out. I will check out Silent Hill. Also, we did move Resident Evil down, right? And also,
Yeah, we
shout
did.
out Buttbags in chat. If you want to shout out Buttbags in chat, while Jake, you have Puppet Jared tomorrow night.
Yeah, check it out. Cartoon Dumpster happening at twitch.tv/Puppet Jared. That's the name of my VTuber avatar. It's all robot shows this week. We're getting synths, androids, mechano-men. If it goes beep boop, we're watching a show about it. Check it out. It's a rollicking good time. Cartoon Dumpster, 7 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Puppet Jared.
Hell yeah, Holden So on Twitch. Keep it up. Watching, listen to Wizard the Bruiser. Shout out to Buttbags. Rest in peace. Let's see if we can get you timed out even sooner next week on Tears of a Clown. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, James, behind the monitors, man. You fucking really keep it real, man. I need you to fucking get off those pills, though, dude, because I see you kind of nodding off during the streams. Tearzo, thank you so much for being here. Are you giving? I think
I'll ask Tirzo. I'll ask Tirzo like what they want to talk about next time.
Absolutely. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you again, James. Good night, everybody. Drop out of school.